day 2 of the One Love Festival. Can you tell?
Yes, yes.
I was worried about wearing a hat, but I'd be out of place if I wasn't wearing some kind of headgear. Gentlemen, we met early this morning. When I came out to look for coffee, there was an early start, which kind of surprised me. Not just because you weren't allowed to be starting that early.
We were just warming up.
But because it was a late night. So what were you guys doing up that early? Please introduce yourselves.
Yes, I'm Sattamann, Real Roots, and this is
King of I.
And you are King of I live on Twitter.
EYE.
EYE. And you are Sattamann on Twitter.
Yes, Sattamann.
Double N.
And double T, double N. And Real Roots Events is my organisation, my crew, my...
So you were the first tune this morning, and I like the fact that you kind of made it a wake-up breakfast, get over here, shake your body.
We call this one Gyrobics. The last Gyrobic session was United Nations of Dub, and it worked. People wake up in the morning, they don't even realise they went to sleep, they're back on their 140,
so
boom, 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 straight away.
The exercise routine that you were doing, especially for this?
That is not a routine, that's...
That's you.
That's called Gyrobics, welcome, yeah, wake up style.
We wanted to play some steppers, obviously, like kind of a faster tempo, but King of I here invited me along to join him this special occasion. We're old friends, but it's nice we do link up. We're linking up to hopefully do some events coming up later this year, aren't we?
And then musical link as well, like today, just, you know, back to back is called, playing our tunes.
How many One Loves have you done?
I only missed the first one.
Really?
So it's 6 altogether so far.
Regular?
Yeah.
I was only here, I was 3 years ago I came along and was playing, but I missed a couple and I'm back this year, nice to be back.
What's the site like here and has it changed over that time?
I was a little bit, so I'm sort of working behind the scenes now with a bit of admin and stuff, so it's getting a lot more organised.
Because you're working.
One of the organisers.
I'm saying working with the crew is a lot more organised. Everyone's got their jobs, they're going ahead and doing what they have to do. More, you know, more people, better venue.
And
it's growing for sure.
And it's known obviously as a reggae festival, but it's more than that, isn't it?
Well, there's a lot of spin-offs of reggae, dub,
jungle,
you know, a lot of other sounds that you could sort of say comes under the same umbrella.
So reggae being the roots, kind of the soul, the origins of all of these sounds.
Yeah, well, it started off with ska and calypso from Jamaica, that small little island, that little rock, as they say. Amazing. The bass music started off with ska, calypso, got a bit slower with the reggae, and
spin-off.
And then obviously England and Jamaica have always had a real strong link with reggae music in the 70s, and the first UK roots scene happened here in London really and around the country. And then into
take the vocals out, you got dubs, and the 80s
the 80s with the digital studio and having bedroom studios was amazing. You know, it's where it kind of in the UK roots scene, because there isn't a lot of money in it. It's a lot to do with passion and love for positivity and positive sound. So there was the home studios that were set up in the 80s and that digital dubs, and that's kind of progressed and crossed over, and you know, it was one of the pioneers for sound.
Is literally the sister of this, because it's just moved here. Obviously, Jamaica being a colony, the sound came with it, and literally in the UK, the dub scene has taken off on a brand new level. You know, it's a new thing.
It's a very different style to the Jamaican sound, for sure. UK roots and culture music.
If you're into the thing, you know.
And can you tell
European sound, UK sound,
without knowing who's about to take the stage? Can you tell by looking at the hardware what they're going to do?
Yeah, it's well.
What do you use?
What do you mean?
As in, what are you playing with?
At the moment we're playing vinyl, so vinyl is the, you know, wax is what you hear the music for, what it's made.
There are digital DJs and producers, and it has that digital sound we do love. Yes, it's a slightly distorted sound.
Even raw WAV is compressed. So when you're looking at high fidelity,
we
it's
like
vinyl.
That quality, that warmth that vinyl gives. It's a traditional way. We're
trying to follow in the steps of people who start, meaning that they're gonna carry on doing it. And if you start with vinyl and that's a sound, you can never, nothing else is satisfactory.
Yeah.
Therefore, you kind of like, all right, the level is there, and the vinyl is only heard on this sound system. So what you see there, you see that stack, those amps, the crossovers, delays, and all. This is dub culture, sound system culture, I'm not an expert, but obviously, like you say, when you see something, even you're gonna roughly know what is gonna happen in there. It's a loud
Is this why
bass
some
line.
people are saying that vinyl's never going to die because of this?
Of course.
Well, 'cause
Cellulose, film, same thing.
You reckon?
Yeah,
I'm finding it hard to develop film at the moment.
Even the highest 76K or whatever the digital film
Yeah.
can never replicate actual cellulose. Same with the vinyl.
feel. Not yet.
Well,
Never say
your
never.
ear
Yeah.
can only appreciate certain frequencies that respond to that. So
Yeah.
if you're going to replicate that, you can't replicate what is already is. You can't. This is what is the level of high fidelity. I don't think that's replicable. That's the only way you can make it. You can make it sound like it.
So give me a brief rundown of sound system culture and how it's evolved to what we have now.
Not really able to talk too much about it. There's stuff out there that way beyond us and way before us, obviously.
Yeah.
Something out right now called Sound System Culture. Explains how documentary and DVD book. So it's a book with a DVD attached. It's on sale at that vendor. Mandip, friend of mine, historian, sound system.
He's going to thank you for this.
Yeah, she will
She's
have.
gonna thank you.
Yeah,
Good plug.
she has a lot more to say. So if anyone's interested,
Available
Sound
now.
check it out.
I
Yeah,
bet if they Google sound system
culture,
you
yeah.
make systems, don't you?
I'm actually
he's building one right
building
now.
one, yeah. I
Yes.
planned it about 10 years ago and thought,
You
can
planned
I-
it 10 years ago.
Yeah, I
It's a
remember, drawing out the plans, measuring a friend's scoop to get the dimensions, and anyway, 10 years later, earlier this year, I decided, now's the time, and me and some crew, we put it together. We bought the wood in a traditional manner as well. I know there are a lot of futuristic sounds. But
He does it by hand, man. He smooths it by hand. It's like
I'm building two
analog, yeah.
scoops and everything up, and adding a couple of old scoops as well, couple of Mark Iration steppers, old ones, good lead sounds there, but keeping
It's
it
got
traditional manner.
you got the
Playing
JTS.
Got some beautiful amps, some jar tubby amps, all analog. That's the way they're built as well, all in mono.
Yeah.
And the music, the UK roots scene is usually produced for the sound systems as well. So in mono, you don't usually get things in stereo.
So that's how you get your
A-tones.
sound out. You see, you make the sound, you play the sound if you want.
Yeah.
This is what.
It's a lot of hard work and money draining, I heard, and back breaking, lifting speakers and things, but
The payoff is good.
I'm looking forward to it. It's something I've always wanted to do, and there seems to be lots popping up all over
How
the place.
big will this be? How portable?
It's back breaking, I've got to get a garage.
Probably
to
take,
keep it all in.
probably take as well at some point.
The scoops take 18-inch drivers, which weigh a ton, and they're very similar to what you get a
And nobody's
Carnival
doing this on a production level that you feel that you could take, or does it feel just too sterile when it
It's
comes
not
from a factory?
dub echoes. Check the documentary.
Yeah.
Dub music, this whole spirit is based on reusing, taking something, making your own.
Oh, I love it.
I'm a maker too.
culture.
He's a maker.
Yeah.
He's making these big speakers. I make sirens and little boxes as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It's part of the culture.
I've
You
got
take
a
a
maker.
you take a rhythm, you make a remix, you do a dub. This is it.
You're putting your soul into that.
Yeah,
as well.
you don't imitate, you originate, but you make something yours
Yeah.
by, we're humans.
Yeah.
We pass information, each one teach one. You can't say, this is my idea. It's nobody's. Everything goes like that. And humbleness, he's building a sound system. There are sound systems that have been out there. Check this documentary. Gold plated. People tried some crazy shit out. And yeah.
So tell me, what should I be looking out for over the next 2 days here at the festival when it comes to sound systems and people you think I really should not
The
miss?
mighty Abba Shanti is here tonight. London
Saxon
sound. We had Channel 1 yesterday, which was superb. I'm based in London. We're both based in Southeast.
Southeast, yeah.
But now Abba Shanti's playing tonight, who used to roll with Jar Tubby's sound, and he's one of their leading ambassadors. Obviously, the greatest is Jar Shaka Rule.
Yeah,
I won't deny that. But Abba as well. I love his style. He's an adventurous selector. He plays a bit of ska and things, and Shaka's spiritual man, preacher man. But it was nice seeing Mikey Dread and Raz Caleb yesterday. Channel 1.
Those are the
They
inspirational
smashed it
people.
up.
Yeah.
We look at those people to be inspired and then create your own vibe, and this is what allows dub to go forward. There is no holding back. It's shared and go forth and teach the young generation new things, like Shaka's son now is
Young Warrior,
new sound system, next generation coming, UK based, but you know, it's now spread all over the UK. A lot of your French sound systems, German sound systems, gone over into Europe, and that's developing his own sound, his own language, accordions. You know,
why is this though? Why is all this? Because of reggae music, that good positive vibe, and the root side of things, which is, you know, conscious sounds. A lot of it is quite,
lyrics,
you know, a lot of reggae is the quite aggressive and you know, and talking about sex and violence and coke, and you know, we're on a rootsy sort of side, us guys, which is about praising of God, of Jah Almighty,
creation,
you know,
really,
which is the universe, you know, and however you perceive it. You know, Rasta music is about peace, love, and unity. So it's nice, and it has a wicked bass line.
And music is a mission, not a competition. So you go forward with this thing. We're only small, man. We're only at the bottom of the scale. This is massive.
Yeah.
You know, this is only if it's your exposure through this festival.
This man produces here. We're selectors. We love
the
music that the singers of, you know, singers and the players of instruments. We've got so much respect for. You know, I know we both tried little bits on production, and things maybe soon come, but you know, we're loving the sounds out there, and it's great to see all these people in this field here at this festival.
And it's like
come together.
Just hearing how hands-on you are as well, hearing people making, getting involved, and the passion for animals.
We love the live music as well. Live music is incredible. I know that it's the sound system side of things, but to see
main stage, man, you got to see main stage.
Wailing Souls,
Scatterlight,
you know, bass sounds.
Take all that out and hear the bass line. You hear it there, you hear it in a dub, and you're like, hey, that rhythm is 50 years old.
Yeah.
How many remixes? Oh, the Fugees did it in the 80s. Oh, and then it's like, what is the same rhythm?
You go out, and that recognition just ripples into the audience.
Yes, bass line.
It's about the love and the love coming from the stage out. It doesn't matter where you're standing.
It's a ripple effect. That is what it is. A ripple effect. You're right. So yeah,
I love it, man. You guys are educating me, and I really appreciate that. And
I'm warming up.
There's a lot of stuff.
I know.
I've
got
we know nothing, man. We know nothing.
More documentaries.
This is only from my humble point of view, and I'm sure that, you know, there's a lot more respect out there for a lot of people. Yeah.
Where are you going after this? Not just after
this. Straight to Cyprus. 1 day home, and then Cyprus. I'm doing the All As One.
Yeah.
Steve Vibronics is a bass heavy festival up in the mountains in Cyprus.
Yep.
Swimming pool is just a heavenly place, basically.
Good.
Blue skies.
Blue skies, slightly up from the sea level, so it's not that hot. And then there's Steve Vibronics coming down from the UK. There's myself. There's local scenes that are coming up with their own sound system in Cyprus now, building up their own. I forgot the name of the crew out down there. They're building a new sound system. So there's a local one in Cyprus, and that's a bass heavy festival. So there's a dub area, there's a techno,
any
and
neighbours?
a
Any neighbours to complain?
In Cyprus it works differently. You just play music for 3 days. There's no one to complain to. No one really cares. You're in the middle of the mountains, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
By yourself.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about Channel One sound system, and I feel pretty honoured. On Thursday, they've asked me to warm up their sound system. That is a good. Down in South London, Tooting Drum and Social. So yeah, me and my good brethren Paolo. We're going to be going back to back in for the Channel One sound system on Thursday, Tooting, Roots and Culture. Off there, they bring along 4 scoops, and it's a really nice event that they do. Free entry as well, that they started up this year. And nice. I can only see it getting bigger. But I was chatting to the guys yesterday about it, and but yeah, I'm really honoured that they invited me along to warm up there. Sound.
Check Sattamann and Paolo on 22 tracks. They got their London Reggae link. So okay, cool. 22 tracks is like...
I post out 5 tunes, 5 tunes every week. I did have Paolo with me as well. But yeah, 5, it's all about new production.
Thousands of listeners all over the world. There's an Amsterdam one, there's an Italian one, isn't it? Yeah.
Check out 22tracks.com, London.
So he's the London ambassador, for reggae.
Wow.
Check out Sattamann.
Fountain of knowledge. And we've said already, King of I Live, EYE on Twitter, Sattamann, T N. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Bless, man. Thanks. Respect.
Thank you. Good thanks.
Cheers. Thanks. One love.